quick live with y'all. Just check in, see how y'all day was, how y'all doing. Just the regular day, the regular grind. What's the vibes? Did you guys check out my last video? It was an Appalachian scary story time. It was about the feral people of Appalachia. Yeah, I know there is a people that been living there that don't have technology, that don't even speak the same language. They speak on clicks and sounds. And they live in the Appalachian Mountains. Scary. Love this in this video. Thank you. Thank you. Tell Ryan Coolidge, call me, add me to the writer's room. I would love to be part of like an all black, enterprise where the bosses are black. And him and Michael B. Jordan been doing their thing, so they need to see this. So hopefully TikTok does this thing and send it their way. I love the people in the comments that didn't watch the whole video. They're hilarious. They're like, no, this is Ryan Coolidge said no, it's not gonna be done. I'm like, what are you talking about? Or they're like, no, it's probably fan made if a script got leaked. That's why it's like important to pay attention. Or don't speak before you know all the details. But that's not how the world is made. People do less and less research. Yeah, I was cracking up in the comments. I'm like, yo, this is a whole script I wrote. I'm confused. I got Idris Alba in there. Like, what are y'all talking about? China McClain and her sisters. It's crazy work. But anyways, if he did decide to bring it back, it'd be a great idea. My movie would probably do bigger numbers than number one. No lie. No lie. But yeah, but it's okay. I'm gonna have my own movie, my own book, as you guys can see. Kevin I is behind me. I wonder if on the right YouTube. Kevin I is behind me. My character from my book. My MC, my main character. So y'all, I thought it was very important to design a black main character. We haven't had one in so long. And it's crazy that we don't really have a lot of black superpower people. That's insane to me, to be honest. Insane. So, instead of complaining about it, what I decided to do was, based on my content and what I got going on and what I learned, we made a story. But the story adds way more lore than it's probably supposed to. And, there's a lot to learn, too, from it. A lot to learn. So it's definitely going to be a whole full different take on vampires. The vampires are not going to even be drinking blood. It's going to be way more deeper than that. Blood is going to be like ritual, ceremonial type. I need to be in your memories type vibe. What's up, Jazz? How are you? Yeah. So my book is going to be like a whole different take on vampires, villains, superheroes. It's going to show different side on both, the humanizing side. Everybody has emotions, everybody has good, everybody has bad. It's a lot going on. Yes. So he's from South America, indigenous to my country in Guyana. See the flag, big ups to Guyana. and he goes to a medical. He got into a medical school in New Orleans, so that's where he will be attending. Where he's attacked and bombarded in life with different spirits, dark demon entities, uh, werewolves, vampires come into play, mermaids at some point. So yeah, very very interesting. I wonder if I'm on the right. I don't know. I have no idea. I've done that before. Doesn't say I am. Yes. So, trying to show you guys some images. Hold on. Putting my iPod out. Hold on. Let me not leak too much. So, this character, you guys see her? Okay. Hopefully, you can see her. This is P. She's going to be like a New Orleans. It's like weird when I like hold it close. But, yeah, she's a New Orleans French Quarter witch in the book. She has many different abilities. She carries around like this satchel, and it's like enchanted to be like neverlessly ending. There's like potions, grimoire, talismans, gems, all type of stuff to fight dark entities and demonic spirits. And then she kind of gets wrapped up and falls in love with a werewolf type vibe. Yeah. Crazy, right? Hi, how y'all doing? Welcome in. So yeah, as the series grows, she grows and becomes stronger and stronger. But yeah, she's a quote unquote like the witch in the group, but more of like a practitioner and one of the strongest ones. So this is the MC, the main character, in his like doctor form. This is him going to for when he's in medical school, white coat, into his studies. But it's funny thing about him that he also, as he got into school in America in New Orleans to become a doctor, he's also looking for his father that disappeared many years ago out of his country. So there's also a lot of lore behind there. Rashad, which Rashad isn't finished yet, but or I don't have the finished image of him on here. I don't see it, but Rashad is a ROTC student. He goes to the same school as them, but ROTC medical student. So he wants to basically be a doctor in the military. So he's the only one out of the group. He's cousins actually with the MC, with the main character, and he's actually the only one out of the group with no powers. So he kind of goes through his trials and tribulations of learning how to defend himself. Of course, he's in the military, so he gets around to learning how to be tactical, to defend himself against these dark spirits, entities, vampires, whatever it might be. So he does his best to learn the best way a human or somebody that's non-seen, not without the sight, can do. So he gets a blessed pew pew and a sword from his. Is this your story characters? Yes, it is. It is. um and a sword, and he trains, and it's blessed with sigils all over it to be able to defeat and destroy dark spirits and entities that are like of the beyond. So it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So yeah, all his friends have abilities, and they all just grow over time and get stronger and stronger till they're like, this ultimate superpower group from all over the world. Honestly, I would buy it if it was a book. Appreciate you. It's coming. It's coming out soon. Don't worry. The art is great. Thank you. My team is doing like amazing with the art. Like I'm so happy with it because I'm so picky when it comes to that stuff. So um it's coming out soon, and on top of it, I'm doing collectible cards. I think I'm gonna add, at least for the first bunch of books, maybe add the collectible book, the cards with them for free. But I'm gonna be doing every volume. This is volume one. Every volume is gonna come with some cards on top of, obviously I'm gonna sell them, but cards are gonna be cool. Yeah, cards are gonna be fire. So it's gonna be like he's gonna he's gonna have his own card as, like, the main character, the MC, the one that's behind me. And then, then his doctor form where he goes to school and college, gonna also have like a card and an MC. There's gonna be location cards, special booster pack with each issue, of course. Yes. And I'm gonna probably, since it's early stages in the a lot of more rare cards in there that I'm not going to sell and create more in the future, just for my beginning supporters and everybody that been rocking with me in the beginning, just so they can get those. They can be the first to get those, because I'm going to be, obviously, each issue, the cards artwork is also going to change, so it's going to be fire. It got a whole backstory too. Yes, it got a whole backstory. So there'll be like a New Orleans card, like a French Quarter in New Orleans card. There'll be like a guy in South America, like a rainforest with like a mango tree, a tree house in the mango rainforest. Let me show you guys like a visual. So we didn't finish designing the home, but this is where like he kind of lives in the mango rainforest in Guyana. It's kind of like a mansion, but think of a tree house, mansion tree house. So that's gonna actually be its own card. The weapons are gonna have their own cards, and then they got familiars, I call them in the book. So they're little, you know, little pets, little. Not, I guess they could be pets, like, but this is like, a griffin hybrid. This is an oceloth. This is a an owl named Orion. This is Rye. This is Ozzy. And then they just transform as well with those main characters to more of humanoid type beasts to fight with them in, the book against, all the dark spirits, vampires, werewolf, other entities they have to fight throughout the book. Yes, thank you so much. The first real battle is like against like a vampire clan, and it's gonna be so fire. That is the first real battle. That's a leak. That's a leak. As it gets closer, I'm gonna stop doing more leaks. But yes, appreciate you. Appreciate the likes. Thank you guys. So like there's everything like animal, people, spirits in different worlds and battles. Fire. Yes. Well, those animals, people don't know right now. No one knows right now, but they come from the celestial realm, and they was left back in a great war. They was left behind by accident. So, but nobody knows actually what they are or where they came from. So, but certain members of the team or certain people with abilities have like an animal type spirit attached to them. Think of like a guardian spirit or a guardian angel, but it comes in a little pet form or an animal form to protect you, Yeah. So think of like, you could have a great grandparent or, or a great ancestor with you, but they come in the form of a dog of a dog or, a cat and protect you. Yeah. So fire, dude from he scored 83 tonight. Fire. Dude, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Glow. Yeah, so and it's gonna combine a lot of like, real life lore and and all that. But yeah, I have an actual wind character too. The guy with the griffin. We're not done designing him, but this is like his specs. I can share with you guys because it's not the final design, but this is him. His ability is going to be able to communicate with birds and animals, and it's going to expand to him, being controlling wind. And he had his griffin that transforms, and he has a staff called a tempest staff, and it's retractable. Who you know is doing retractable weapons? Come on, guys, look at that. Oh, it's weird. All right, who do you know is doing retractable? All my weapons and stuff is like concealable. They can put them in their bag. They put them in their. They can hide them, so it retracts to here, but it can turn into here, and it has like a win. It's gonna be so fire. Appreciate it, and I'm happy because a lot of the characters look like me. Some got locks, some got braids, some got fades. You know, some got they're everybody's black and brown, and then I have one of my good friends. He's a redhead though. He's gonna be in it too as well at some point. Weapons too, yes, weapons, spirits. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be a TV show one day and an anime. I know it, so I gotta go in hard. I've been working on it for the last few years, to be honest. So it's overdue to put out. So like if someone passed away, it'll be an animal spirit to stay close to their spirit. Uh Not necessarily. When you're on like that celestial realm on that level, it's like yes, you could be an ancestor, but you done leveled up to the point that you're not coming back to Earth anymore, or you're like a super spirit, and you divinely look over and watch over many people, many places and things, and you're like a master, yeah, you're like a master. So but that and this story, this is their individual partner from the celestial world that's going to help them defeat the upcoming evils and the darknesses of the world, the Jeffrey Epsteins and the Trumps. Don't worry, I'm designing them into this book too. Not much to get sued, but they'll be. You guys will be able to tell who's who. Yeah, they'll be in monster form, but it'll be their real forms to us. So what's new? You got it on Big Dog. Celestial return manifested through divine. Yes, exactly, bro. This can be top five animes. Thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely gonna be top five. So we're still designing, we're still working. Me and my team is still going, so excited. I'm excited to see everything come out. And I already introduced you guys to P, right? The New Orleans, the New Orleans French Quarter Witch. Yeah. So fire. Then does volume 2, I'm gonna do a leak for you guys because this is just volume 1 we're talking. The story take you through there after this. But let's do a leak. Volume 2, what could I say? Let's say it introduces mermaids and mermaid lore, real life mermaid lore, and encounters from people in real life. And one of the most viral and biggest people on the internet to run into a mermaid, my friend Sauce 90, his key will have a character, and there will be a mermaid character that's by his side. Just know that. So it's gonna be fire how I developed this story, how I put the spin on that. So if you guys haven't heard the story of Sauce 90, which is one of my good friends, obviously I met him on social media, and I'm a content creator. He's a content creator, but I covered his story like a year or two ago. But in the beginning of TikTok, it might have been 2020, Couldn't be 2023, so it had to be like 2020. He's a fisherman on a boat. He went live and recorded a mermaid following him, singing to him, like constantly wherever he went in the coast. It doesn't matter how far, how wide, she would follow him and he would record it. And then one day he threw a crab into the water and she threw the crab right back in the water and he has it on live. So I have all that footage and he went basically viral overnight, like viral, like almost 1 million followers viral. So the government came, seized the boat, allegedly, hypothetically speaking, seized the boat, and then told them never speak of this again. So yeah, it's crazy, right? So yeah, a lot of that allegedly will be in a volume 2. Uh, what's your favorite thing slash human spirit entity and why? My favorite is has to be a Orisha, an Orisha spirit or guardian, a crown, a head, or whatever you want to call them. I think they're super fire. Their stories, their backstories are fire because they humanize them and show them like they're more like us than not. If you know anything about the Orishas, they had him building who sauce. They had him building condos. Yeah, like so. Anyways, like I was saying, so the Orisha is where people, well, not people, they were like deities that were here once a while, that was here to do like God's work, but they got in the messy situations with humans, or they were dating each other. This one cheated on each other. This one lied to each other. This one did this one. This one backstab. The stories are very entertaining actually, and they sound like today's stories. So I think those are dope, dope, fire. So it has clothing as well. What do you mean has clothing as well? Everything has clothing. The artwork or the or Orisha artwork. Yeah, I'm gonna do merch first. If you're talking about merch, you're talking about or the actual characters. Because the characters are gonna be drip. They're gonna be fly. In every page they're gonna be fly. And they're there and we're just promoting reading back again. That's what they be talking about. Kids don't like to read, kids don't like to read. No. They don't understand. Kids don't like to read what y'all want us to read or wanted us to read when we were kids. These stories were boring. We had a lot of boring stories growing up. We had a lot of good ones too. So I'm just mixing a really exciting one and just a really good read. The story, what type of clothing? Apparel, like hoodies, sweatpants, shirts. We got some images for future cards and future pages. Let me see if I could show you guys because the glare sucks. Ugh. Well, no, I guess they don't want to show you guys this one, so we won't. This character I'm actually designing after myself. He won't be finished for like probably a year or even entering the book until volumes in, but this is who I have created for myself. And then, and here is, let me show you. And here's my little spirit beast. Yeah. I'm coming in as a villain, guys. I'm coming to up. We're coming to stomp, throw, we're coming to party. I'm coming as one of those sly, cool characters that wears the suits, that's out partying, that has the money, that's living life, and could back it up. And I'm like, I'm one of those characters. It takes your whole team to take me down. It's gonna be fun. But this is how he's gonna look at first. At first he's gonna look like this, and then time go on, they fight, they have conversations, things change. Then he's gonna, change and change for the good. Yeah, blah blah blah, right? But I'm not a villain in real life, so it's just fun to. I thought it would be fun to play one and fun to create one as myself. Just live out any problem or any issue I had or anybody, or visualize myself if I was a villain. How would I be? How would I act? And I still think he's not like really a villain. He's more of a party boy. He's more reckless. He more punch you in the face. He has money. He has good life. He's good looking. He knows it. He just does whatever he wants, and nobody's gonna stop him. If you get in his way, he's gonna just potentially ninja kick you in the face. What's your first enemy? My first enemy is the main character. Or you mean my character or my enemy in the book? The enemy in the book is going to be a vampire clan we're beefing with at first. But if you're talking about my character design after me, so by time he's developed and finished, fully finished, my hair should be this long. My hair should be this long. But yeah, my first person I'm coming for and I'm coming at is the main character. Yeah. So this character embodies, if you know anything about what I was talking about, just like the Orisha, uh he's a direct descendant of the Orisha Shango, and he embodies, and he's actually a son of Shango and embodies Shango. So he has powers of fire, lightning, thunder, what else? Obviously like super strength. Um he has a few more abilities I can't think about. And then he has this double-edged axe. It has its own abilities as well. And then he has his I don't know if I have it on this iPad, but let me see. His I don't think so. It might be on my that other phone, but the line I just showed you, the line actually has like a doppelganger ability, and he's able to create like four more lines like himself and create like a small little army. Yeah, and he's nothing to play with either. So they're really, and he's a giant. The other, he's really the one of the first big familiars. All of them are really small, but they could transform like a Digimon or Pokemon to something bigger and more badass. But this one, he's just big. All he just did when he summoned, he literally have to summon him because he cannot walk around or be like the other pets or the familiars in your bag or walk around with you. He has to be summoned. When he summoned, there's nothing to play with. So nah, it's crazy. Do you know a battle that took a long time? A battle that took a long time, like in life or in this book? Because in this book is the vampire battle takes a few days, a few pages for sure. So yeah, the book is coming out. I don't want to say an exact date. I kind of want to make it a surprise, but yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon for sure. What else I got? I have another one I'm developing. It is about a trio, and it's a spin on dragons. So it's basically the spin on in this world is that dragons never died or never disappeared. They exist inside of us, so everybody has their own dragon. Right now, if you think of your own dragon, you'll be able to see how it looks, how how it flies, what its scales look like, what its tail looks like, its fire, how big it is. See, my dragon would more be like a blue dragon and blow blue fire. It'd be like dark blue scales, and it's able to blow ice. That's how I imagine my dragon. So this where everybody's able to manifest their dragon like a portal throughout their create a portal throughout themselves and their inner bodies so the dragon can come through, and they get into all type of stuff, battling, flying, lessons, and more people learn. And there's obviously a dark team of evil people with their dragons, but these are just three young kids just learning that dragons exist. So almost like an adult spin on, or anime spin on, Dragon Tales. Think of that. You planning on maybe new seasons and chapters on the book? Yeah, all of them. These are all volume just one. That one's just a volume one of something completely different. But Ancestral Shadows, the one that I showed you with the one right here, this is just volume one, the first of many. Thank you, appreciate it. So yeah, I'll be on here promoting more, showing my character, telling he's about. But yeah, I'm gonna be dropping more leaks. Because if I'm gonna leak something, why not leak my own stuff, right? So when everything comes out, you guys have the insider scoop. You guys have way more knowledge than everybody else. Fire. And to be honest, the second volume. So the first volume is gonna be out pretty soon, right? Second volume is gonna be out by summertime because I'm trying to tell you guys. I know that the hype is gonna be crazy. People are gonna be mad. Like, where is volume two? Now we need it now because I leave on us the craziest cliffhanger, and it's so intense. The battling, the love, the personal issues, the growth. Like, it's a lot going on. So the final battle is crazy, literally crazy. There's vanishing vampire castle involved, the vampire clan. Uh, One of the people in the group happened to be, basically supposed to inherit the crown to that vampire kingdom because there's multiple vampire kingdoms. So think of like Queen Elizabeth and one of her cousins in one of their kingdoms, but they have vanishing castles. So that's gonna be literally insane. There's gonna be some unaliving, unfortunately. So that's why my book is 12 and up. So if you have a kid that's younger and more mature, could take it, cool. There was no curse words in it or anything, but there will be unaliving during that part of that segment. So are you involved in the final battle? I'm not involved in the final battle. My character doesn't come until probably volume five, friend. We just on volume one. I'm just leaking, just leaking. But By summertime, volume 2 is definitely going to be out. I don't want to be how I grew up. I grew up loving to read, but my favorite writers took forever to drop. Like it was crazy. Like how you like the number one writer and you don't want to drop. So J.K. Rowling was one of them that pissed me off. So I'm never gonna be that writer, that type of creator, and that's why I post every day. So I don't have to have my community waiting for me. So they could go binge watch and come back whenever they, whenever they like. So I'm going to be dropping simultaneously volume after volume after volume. That's why I kind of created, I'm really up to, because this first volume, I actually cut down to 70 pages because it's volume one and it's a lot of artistry in it. So I cut down to 70 pages, but it was longer. So I have maybe four or five, maybe five volumes already done of stories. So, and it just keeps growing, developing. People get stronger, people learn, people change, people die, it's a lot. Yeah, I love R.L. Stone style series. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to give out. That's what I grew up on the RL. Like I'm trying to be like that. Five, damn. Yeah, I wrote this. I wrote this a few years ago. So right now I'm just. It's more of a changing, and I just wrote it for fun. Never had no inclination of putting it out until maybe the last 2 years, maybe. But yeah, this has been a long time coming. So, and I just kept adding and adding to the story, not realizing how the story got so long. But yeah, it's gonna be fire. I have so many new ideas that I want to put into. Oh, and it's based on the early 2000s. So think of 2000s freshmen in college. So I think that was a great time and a great era, and I want to bring that back. I didn't want to do any current eras. I don't want too much cell phones and technology in the play with my characters. So it's gonna be a lot of like 90s, 2000s vibes. Look at this sketch, how hard it was. Look at this sketch when we just started. Oh my god, I gotta get rid of these green screens because they're ruining my view. Ruining my views. I wonder if I could get in Discord from here. Because if I get in Discord, I can show you guys. Let's see. I don't know if I'm signed into Discord on my iPad. I'm not. And I definitely don't remember my pass key. All right. Well, y'all get the idea. Y'all get enough. What do you think the toughest and the coolest fight? Can't see it, dude. I'm curious. It's just a sketch, but the the glare won't let me show it. But the toughest fight I would want to say between the main character Kevin behind you, the one that's the medical school doctor, him and the werewolf. So there's a werewolf hybrid in the book. So he's more of a werewolf. He can transform, but his mother is like a dark witch, a dark New Orleans French Quarter witch. So he has a little bit of her abilities, but he's more wolf. So they get into one of the toughest battles in the show, and P doesn't get involved because remember I tell you about P, the my female character. She doesn't get involved in the battle at all. She kind of more watches, and she's more upset. She's more crying because she's dating the wolf guy. She's dating the wolf character. So she wants them to stop. She doesn't want this to be going on, but he's very manipulative. He's very evil. He's very sneaky. He's very conniving. He's very backstabbing, even to her. But she's so blindly in love, and they think through magic that, you know, that she doesn't see it. So they get it down to almost like unaliving each other type of battle. And then Kevin almost, steps out of his, comfort zone, because he's all about, people. He's going to be a doctor. He's all about saving lives. He doesn't want to, end anybody, unalive anybody. But he gets that rage and that upset and mad because he's so protective over PE, and he wants the best for her, that he almost just ends him. So you guys have to just get the book to find out what he does, because it's very, very intense. So I feel like that's the toughest battle, even for me, because I feel like there's emotions involved. And after you see somebody do one of your friends wrong after wrong all the time, and you have a friend that's blind and don't see it. You ever had a friend in that kind of situation? Your friend don't see it at all. You keep telling them about him. At some point, you're like, "Let me just mind my business." But then you see this person getting hurt, or and you gotta say something, and then they're two supernatural, entities, so they get crazy. Kyle, Vetbo be the 51st. Then I say you inside my fridge. I'm crying. Realize, recognize, exactly, exactly. So it's a lot of growing up two stories in there, because anybody younger than me, I have a lot of, I call the younger people on here my nieces and nephews. So if they're growing up, I want them to know what a good friend is, what a bad friend, because we all go through that growing up. We just can't really gauge, is this person trying to play with me or not, or is this a good friend and not. I just feel like I just became an adult and finally realized if someone's doing being weird to me, or when to step away from somebody, and it takes a long time to get there. So a lot of the book is going to be life lessons that you should learn. And just like we grew up on TV and we learned a lot of life lessons through those people, we should bring it back to these tablet babies. I'm from the UK. Where you from? I'm from America. How you doing? Scariest entity. Okay, scariest entity in my book. Let's think. So I just told you about the werewolf. I wouldn't give him really scary. We're giving like, let's beat him up. Let's think of like a big brother protecting his little sister that a man put his hands on. That's what that's why we beating up the werewolf. But anyways, moving on from him, we got the vampire clan, the king and queen. Not really, they're not really scary. Um, I would want to say, the female vampire character, and this is why. The female vampire character actually starts dating him in the book. And the thing with her is that she starts off beautiful, kind, fun. She doesn't drink blood. And then uh she has to, then we all find out, she's basically vampire royalty. And she just turns, she just turns cold. Again, life lessons. You ever met somebody that was one way day one, and then they act a different way day two or day three? That's weird, So she just turns cold. She turns different. Even her hair changes. So her hair comes from being like long and like curly. Think of, let me guys give you guys a little image. I can show you guys this too, because it isn't the final image, so it's cool. So thinking her she's in New Orleans, she's having a good time. Her and Kevin are experiencing that. She's staying at his dorm room. They're eating together. She's wearing sweatpants. They're having fun. She opens up and finally tells him, "I'm a vampire." he's cool with that. He's a little different himself. He's not sure what he is, but you know, so she helps them, fight and fight different entities and dark monsters, and then she goes back home to her castle, her vanishing castle. So super cold, hair pinned up type of look, like more of like vampire, serious vampire, but she goes through like a vampire awakening, and vampires from her line like at some point get like their own superpower, and she never got hers. And then I think throughout her trauma and this experience, she does unlock her vampire superpower, which is more blood magic, and she becomes just a different person. Cold, and he's in love with this girl. Like they spend a good time together. This is the first girl he's met in America. His first, human guy she's met. She's in love with him too, low key, but she has business to stand on. She has to run almost a small vampire nation, and she can't be in love with a human. That doesn't even make sense. So appreciate you. Thank you. Most emotional pain, saddest moment in a fight. Mm. So I'm just gonna piggyback what I said about them two. This is they're the most emotional because their relationship is over. It's broken. They're done. They're not together no more, and that's heartbreaking to him because she's ending it. And he flies out there to try to go, help her in this final battle against the vampire clan, which her own family's trying to unalive her. By the way, but we'll get into that when the book you try to find out what's going on. Even though she's next in line, they're trying to unalive her. He goes out there, basically helps her win her throne, and she throws him out and tells him to get out. And he was like crying. He's upset. He's like, "No, I'm not leaving without you." And then she's like, basically, get out before I have them rip your throat out. Like, and this is the last time I'm warning you. And obviously, she has to seem strong in front of her people now. She's new queen, basically, and but she's also in love, and he's crying out to her. He's being dragged out by P and the rest of his friends after they just went through this final battle. Like it's gonna be crazy. If there was one power, which if there was one power, which one would you choose? If there was one power, which one I would choose out of my book? I would take the main character's powers because it's so mysterious, it's so different than any other supernatural character or Marvel or because he comes from his powers are rooted deep in his indigenous culture from Guyana, so he wears gold as protection. We have the most deepest, if you don't know about Guyanese gold, we have the deepest gold. It's like 99% pure gold. So the land makes it, if you steal it from the land, something bad is most likely going to happen to you. So it's almost like cursed too, but not to us or other people. So it's like magical, it's blessed. So he gains access through his ancestors through and has abilities, throughout that. So I think that's so amazing because his power is growing. You don't know exactly what his powers are and what they can be. All he kind of just glows. His wrist glows. He might have, his swords might, glow and can attack. He might have projectiles. You never know. But as the show as it grows, you'll see more and more out of him. But yeah, damn, ripping throats. Yeah, she becomes cold and vicious after being, this lover girl this whole time for this X amount of time. And mind you, these are college kids. So, in college, a whole semester is like a whole year of being in a relationship with somebody. So it's really much like that. Swords, wow, sounds good. Yeah. There's a lot of different weapons, a lot of different representation in it. So I'm excited. There's swords, there's spears, there's axes. I try to create enough that there's something or something for everybody, and everybody can see themselves in it, and it's super, almost relatable. So my main character, of course, he's gonna be representing, South America and Guyana. Oh, don't leak now. So yeah, so he's always gonna have his two swords with his Guyanese flag at the bottom. You know, is she magical? Wow, sword. Is she magical? The only magical really, I mean, everybody is magic, so whatever you feel like is magical, but I feel like all of them are magical, but the New Orleans witch P, she's she's the magical one. This one. She uses hoodoo, voodoo, ancestral magic, all type of spells, potions, amulets, like everything. How do you get your ideas? My content. If you check my content out, on was it Cube of Lore? I have a supernatural, cryptic, creepy page, and then on the top is Cube Oxley. I have like almost 100,000 followers. Yeah, yeah. This is kind of my lane. All right. Good night. I'm gonna be out too soon. Thank you for answering my question, Mamba. All right. See you later. You pro black supernatural has no color. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hi, how are you? How do you feel about the whole flat earth theory? I love the flat earth theory. The flat earth theory makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, what's up? Talk, little man. Yeah, I love the earth theory. It makes complete sense to me. Because until you allow us to go past that ice wall, until you let us go past Grand Canyon, there's nothing to talk about. Then you can't tell me the world is round because we're not allowed to even we're not even allowed to go and look for ourselves. Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So she grows as well, taps in with her ancestors, but she has a celestial beast as well. Familiar. Yes. Yes, Linda, cause I don't yeah, that don't make sense. What is through the Grand Canyon? What is through Area 51? What's going on at the Antarctica White Ice Wall that we cannot go and visit? This is not y'all land. This is taking land. So how you gonna tell me I can't go somewhere that you don't own? Technically. Crazy. But hey, that's how the world is. We just gotta follow their rules, right? Follow their rules. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting more on the talk and on my Cube of Lore channel about obviously about the book. This is just this is just my live channel as well as facts. Okay, yeah. So I'm actually gonna start probably doing a whole series of promoting my book every day till it goes viral. Cause guess what? If I do that, because I'm still paying for my book and we're still working on it, still funding it. But money talks. So if I get the money faster, I'll be able to, you know, get the book out faster. So if I go viral, I'll go get paid off for that. I could put that right into my book. One thing about me, as soon as I get the money, I put it right back in the content. Like it doesn't even make sense. This is my first time I seen you. You're cool. Appreciate you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm bigger on the talk. I'm trying to grow my channels. I need to post more long content on here, but I post long content on my Cube of Lore channel. It's more supernatural, creepy, cryptic. Have you got a publisher? Nope. This is indie publishing. I'm doing all indie publishing, guys. It's on my own. Uh Book go into films. Yeah, I plan to actually, after all is said and done, and just getting my numbers up, I'm planning to do a pitch for Netflix. Yeah, a pitch for Netflix. That's right up that's right up my street. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, I'm planning to do a pitch for Netflix. So I really just want to put it out, get my collectible cards together, build some content around it, make some sales, and then compile all those numbers together and build a great pitch, because I think it'll be an amazing TV show, especially for you know kids of color growing up. It's good for any kid, but yeah, it's gonna be fire. So I'm not in any rush though. So I know God has his way of working. I know God has his divine plan. So I'm just here, here for the ride. And I would understand if I was lost and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I couldn't, uh, I know what I would want to do in life, but I know what I want to do. So I want to be a content creator. I want to be a writer. I want to be a streamer, and that's it. So that's all I'm really working towards, gang. That's all I'm working towards right now. Everything after that comes with this first, So I want to give away. I want to be able to help back, help my community. I want to give. I have a goal of, if I sell 50,000 copies, I'm giving away 50,000 copies for free. I know who Michi Darko is. Yeah, I'm gonna give away 50,000 to every, like kids in need though. I want to give away. I want to do back to school giveaways. And obviously, one has to be in my country of Guyana in South America, because my main character is based on him. South America the Caribbean has no superheroes in general, but especially not my country. I think they do have a Jamaican superhero somewhere. Kai that inspiration. Um, mm, Kai that inspiration. Kai does like more like streaming stuff and fashion. I don't think this is really like Kai's alley. Up his alley. Not really comic books and stuff, but I would love if Kai wanted to, help me out. And, you know, I'm for sure, because I live in the same city as AMP and the Clover Boys. I'm gonna get their PO box information, and I'm definitely gonna send it out to them. But I'm not hoping for anything. I'm just, trying to just get my name and my book out so we can get this TV show. His entertainment is saying he okay. I don't know what you're talking. Not a singer rapper. You're unique. Not a singer rapper. Oh yeah. No, not a singer or a rapper. Yeah, I'm a writer. Yeah, sorry. I'm a nerd actually. I'm a nerd. We're bringing nerds back on top. That should be my hashtag. I think that's gonna be my 2026 slogan. Nerds are back on top. Yeah, we back winning. All the boys that like manga, anime growing up, and Naruto, and like to be on your computer in your chat room and playing the game. You love to read books. You love, your little Pokemon cards. You like to play Blade. Time to stand up. Y'all ever see the movie Revenge of the Nerds? That's how I feel. Because they play with us. When we were young, we were the nerdy kids. Now we grew up and we look like this. We're way more entertaining than the football players that got concussions and like no job and they're in jail now. You decided books, love that. Yes, I decided books. Well, I have not to leak too much of my real life information, but I do have an education degree. So I used to work more in autistic support classroom a few years ago. I've been out of the classroom for a while, but that's what I used to do. So, and yeah, I kind of miss working with kids, to be honest, and I feel like that's my passion. So why not combine, passions, helping kids, write my book, do content, and have fun, So that's kind of why I don't even curse in my content. I'm working on not cursing on live. I don't think I cursed tonight at all, which is amazing and a blessing to me. Thank God. So I just working on that being more, commercial Disney Plus ready because, when you get in those type of worlds, they're very strict. Have you got any books you've done you can show us? No, this is my first one. You guys can see. You guys are getting to watch a birth, basically. I mean, birth. Thank you, thank you. This is my first. I have a few volumes already done, but this is my first one that's going to be printed and done. And no, I don't have any children. I want children, so but I'm scared to have the kids grow up in this kind of world. So I think I might wait at least 4 years. I'm gonna give myself like 4 years, but maybe three. But yeah, this is a scary world. So Trump 1,000% got to be out of office for sure. For me to have a child, for sure. So yeah, and I want my kid to grow up like me, nerdy on the books. No, I can't even say that though. But I played sports. I ride my bike. I was outside. I was fighting. I did have a great childhood. I did have a great childhood. I think I was the last generation that went outside and rode their bikes though. Everybody on their tablet nowadays. I take the kids outside. When at work when I'm with the kids, they're like, "Could we go back inside? It's hot. I'm thirsty. I have to use the bathroom." What, bro? Bro. Like you guys have to hear me. The commentary is hilarious. I'm gonna mic up one day and post it. What sports do you like? I like football. Obviously, I'm a Eagles fan. I used to like basketball, but I feel like when your favorite basketball players is not existing anymore, it's like whatever. I like weird sports like boxing, MMA type style. Drink melted gummy water. No, no, thank you. Run up, get done up. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I like those kind of sports. I'm trying to think of what else I like. I like random sport. I grew up playing every sport, but like tennis was also one that I feel like I should have worked harder on because I would have been. Tennis is a big money. I love boxing. Yeah, I'm gonna start when I get my content, everything handled, and get the books out. I'm gonna go back into boxing and MMA and stuff like that. So if you guys see a video be punching or somebody, just know it's for entertainment purposes only. I would never fight anybody in life. I would never. Hi Stephanie, how are you? How are you? You box? Yeah, I fight. Yeah, I fight. Fight my whole life, but not like outside of a ring. I'll just have them boys handle you or you going to jail, either one of the two. But yeah, I would never fight. I had the opportunity to go on Zeus and be on Bad Boys, but yeah, no. They almost would have got me if I was 2, 3 years or 4 years, 5 years younger. They would have got me, but no. Digital footprint is a real thing, and these kids are dumb enough to do this stuff now. But when I'm 80, I'm not gonna be like pissed off this stuff is on the internet and my kids is laughing at me. No, I want them to be. I want to be 80 and still recouping money off my YouTube videos. So That's the vibe I'm really looking for. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for all the likes in the live, by the way. But yeah, I would never fight in real life, but I definitely would fight in a ring. Like, y'all want a quick little combo, quick little. Yeah, I'm fast. I'm fast and I hit hard, so that's why I don't fight. Cause nobody gonna about to put me in jail. And then when you a person you got something to lose, yeah, you don't got no business fighting. So yeah. But if you under 18, go mollywop each other. Go get in the field. Get in the field if you under 18. Do your big one because when you're adult, you can't do that. You can't move like that. Fighting is last resort. Yes, it's the last resort, but if somebody put their hands on you, you have to defend yourself. You have to defend yourself. My thing is that my kids will, as soon as they're born, I'm saying girl or boy, it doesn't matter what you are. 5 years old, you're getting in that ring. We're going to get you start boxing training because I'm not gonna be the type of parent to get called from school that any child and put their hands on my kid and my kid didn't do anything about it. No, no, I've seen kids. I work with kids. I've seen a kid. Let me tell you guys this story. This just happened yesterday. That's a proper fist fight. What people used to have exactly. We're dangerous now. So yesterday, right? I'm at work. I told you guys with the kids back because I'm working with kids now. Since my book is coming out, so I'm working with kids in the class. A little boy gets mad. Another boy takes his toy. Mind you, they're not 8 or 9, not 8 or 9 years old. This is why you have to learn these things early in life too. So he's trying to take the toy back, but he's doing it really like aggressively, trying to snatch and trying to hit him. And I'm like, well, why are you trying to hit him instead of just coming and tell me and I could just get the toy off of him, like, hey, or maybe have them share. But he's taking it into his own hands. And I know the kid he's hitting or the kid he's going after ain't all right here. Y'all know the type of people I'm talking about, right? So bro goes and grabs a toy and then he swings a punch. Then he gets shoved by the boy, but the boy is still sitting in the chair. He's standing up doing all this. He gets shoved and almost thrown. So I done grab him like, bro, chill out. You don't want those problems. This boy about to mollywop you. He about to knock your head off. I can see it. Because now the kid that's sitting in the chair that pushed him is calm. He's calm and cool and collected. Guys, gang, those are the people you have to watch out for. The people that are calm, they're premeditating, thinking about how they're about to end you, basically. They're about to do something really, really bad to you. So I'm holding the kid. The kid is so mad he wants to go after him so bad. The other boy is sitting. Calm, still looking at him. So the teacher said, let him go. Because soon as he hit him, he's gonna get out the classroom. We can't really stop them. And I didn't want them to do anyone, the quiet ones. So I said, okay, I'm gonna let you go, but don't say I didn't warn you. So I let him go. He starts to go run at the boy, guys. This is the first sign that God got your back sometimes. You gotta listen to God. He starts running after the boy. Mind you, the boy is still sitting, looking at him. He's running toward him. He falls. Boom. Hits the ground. Boom. I'm like, I start crying, laughing. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm like, this is God. This is God showing you, don't do this. Don't do this. He's even madder now because he's on the floor. He's irate. He's 9 years old. He gets up, he picks up the chair, the little kid chair. He throws it at the quiet boy sitting. The quiet boy takes it and kind of deflects it. And the other teacher, like the higher teacher than me, comes in and said, hit him back. This quiet one got up and took the punch all the way from China. He brought it all the way from China and across that little boy's face. I ain't never seen nothing like that, gang. He said, "Bow!" Took his whole, took him through there. I was like, I couldn't believe it. So now the boy is really screaming, and then the teacher takes him out and says, "See, this is why I told you don't put your hands on other people." I said, "You see, saw my bro, 24 years old, tried that, but he tried that big escape, but fell on the table, tried to run away from the cops. Let me guess, you were the quiet kid. I was definitely the quiet kid. Like I was the beat up the bully kid. Don't bully people, don't bully me, because I told you guys I was a nerd. Leave me alone. But my parents weren't dumb. I was trained in martial arts since I was 5 years old. I went to Chuck Norris's dojo. So kids that are trained to meditate and not to fight for violence and to fight for more protection, we move a little bit differently. We're not gonna bother you if you don't bother us, but if you keep picking, you're gonna get what you're looking for. And I guarantee you never seen nobody, no little kid like me at their age. I was roundhouse kicking. You understand? I was roundhouse. I can still do a roundhouse. So I would have cleanly knocked that kid out. So that's why you should leave people alone. So the teacher took him out and was like, "See, this is why you leave people alone." He had to get the other kid an ice pack. He had to get the teacher got the other kid an ice pack because he brought. I told y'all he brought it from China and brought the punch to Australia and then threw Australia to America to connect that boy's face. That's how hard he hit him. Yeah. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. That's why I'm like, I love working with kids. They're entertaining. They tell the best stories. And yeah, you gotta train your kids right. Don't hit people if you don't want to be hit back. And I done had to beat up a lot of kids when I was young based on that because why are you bothering me? Why are you bothering me? Why are you bothering me? I'm over here with my little Pokemon cards, my little Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and my little Blade Blades. Why would you come and rip my cards up? Now I gotta rip you up, and I gotta be back in the principal's office. And mind you, I was a kid that, on top of going to Chuck Norris dojo, I'm watching Chuck Norris's movies. And if you guys don't know who Chuck Norris, he's a martial arts legend. And I'm watching anime. I'm learning advanced stuff that they don't even do in class. And I'm trying it. I'm doing flips. Flips I can still do to this day. Flips into kicks. Like, bro, leave me alone. Don't bother me. I want to be a ninja in life. Hold on, let me read. Chuck Norris is a badass for sure. Killer Kevin on the news at 11. I love bag work. I used to be a varsity lineman, but I hate bullies. See, I don't know, I did sports and I was a nerd, so it was hard for me to, because I kind of blended in both worlds, you know? Did his own stunts, everything. Yeah, I did. I prefer Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Golds. We'll watch everything. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, bro. If you didn't watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as a kid, you wasn't into martial arts. You didn't really want to fight, or you didn't care about it. Fire, yeah. I did. I did basketball, football, track. Uh, I coached gymnastics for a very long time, so did gymnastics. Yeah, I'm naturally just very athletic, but I think that's like a family thing. But yeah, I need a movie role that I can play, that I can be in an action role that I can fight for sure. That's what I definitely need. Yes, Bruce Lee telepathy. Yeah, Bruce Lee One Punch Inch was wild stuff. Yes, I used to be trying Bruce Lee stuff till they took it off, and until I can't watch it because Bruce Lee. I guess I don't know. It came out in the news like kids were learning to do dangerous stuff from Bruce Lee or practicing, or kid hurt each other. There was something up there about that. You an electrician now? Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Electrician, go get the money. Baseball and football for me. I'm kind of sure. And but baseball is always get the money. So you always did the money stuff. Jackie Chan, yeah, I miss the martial arts legends. We don't have any of that no more. Like, why don't we have actors that do martial arts anymore? Do I have to bring it back? I would have to start training again, which I won't mind. I think I would start an MMA style though, because I like mixed martial arts, you know? So I just don't want to end when you go to dojos like Chuck Norris's or any dojo maybe, you have their training their signature styles of what they know, but I want to be a well versed fighter as well as actor, in like a movie one day. I remember watching Bruce Lee in Pampers and my dad in his briefs. Yes, because Bruce Lee had his briefs on too. Have you seen Attack on the Titan? I can't remember. I feel like I did, but it's a long, long time ago. I'd have to watch it again. Always follow your heart and your passions no matter what. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start when I finish and get my content hand. I'm definitely gonna start taking MMA classes. I told everybody I'm gonna film that and post that process as well. So you keep you guys, in tune with that whole thing. And yeah, that's to see how that goes. Love to I need to go to Japan first before I go to China. And I need to go to Korea as well. I don't know if I need to go to South though. Karate Kids, can you remember that? Karate Kid sound familiar. How long I've been growing my hair? Next month is April, right? Next month will be officially April 19th will be 2 years. So I have to get it done because so we can see the full length of the new growth and where we're at. Cause I have like all this is new growth that needs to be locked in my hair instead of, just like free for all hair. So, but it's not good to always keep redoing your hair. Damn, your hair grow fast. See, I think it's because last year in January I started using Dr. Sebi's hair growth oil, and I didn't believe it, I guess, so I just tried it out and it just started growing like that. And I kind of took some time off of it because it was growing so fast I couldn't even handle the growth because it would grow and I couldn't keep it retwisting. I couldn't change up my hair. I couldn't do anything because it would look like this all the time after like a month or two. So I got off of it. But if you do want your hair to grow, I definitely recommend it. It works very fast. It works very fast. So yeah, so this is yeah. Thank you. So this is all like the new growth. I got I got a fro for 6 months now. I'm in 2 years. I barely touch my shoulders. I gotta catch up. I gotta taper too though. Yeah, get the doctor say get rid of the tape up. That's one. Start growing that back out. I mean, I got one, but it comes like you see, it's really low. It's like here and just like my hair, just like to my hairline and right here, just very 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 low. Like so, and get the doctor. I don't have the oil right now in front of me, but get that Dr. Sebi oil for sure. It's a hair. It's called Botana oil. Botana oil. That's what he said it was. Anything Dr. Sebi do, I listen. So Botana oil will help it. And then I started mixing the Botana oil with the kaleidoscope hair drops and putting them in my putting them in my scalp, massage my scalp. Then I put like a plastic bag, like a plastic bag on my head, and I would shower and I let it steam, and it'll and then I'll go to sleep, and then it's crazy. So yeah, definitely if you want your hair to grow, I stopped using it a little bit because it was growing too fast for me. I need a little bit of I want to enjoy my lock process and not my hair be long as hell for no reason super fast. I mean, it's still gonna grow, but you know, is what it is. I heard of that oil, yes, but Botana, I think it's pronounced Botana, but Botana oil, it's a lifesaver. Definitely try it out for sure. Yeah, it's definitely good. Yeah, it'll get you right. But I used to have a taper that went all the way. I mean, you can see all the new growth, but yeah, mine's went all the way. It's the hair is still kind of separated. You could tell, like, because this is all new hair, but I ain't have none of this. So I had to grow all this back. So I was oiling, trying to use everything to grow it back. So with your hair in the lower back of your head, it's gonna grow faster anyway. You got it. You got it. By summertime, you'll have long hair. You could act like a thought. What's Pop supposed to say? I'm a thought. Get me lit. So what? So what's up? What y'all got? What y'all got now? WhatsApp fam? Ain't no WhatsApp fam. What y'all got planned for the week? The week I'm about to get off. So what y'all got planned for the rest of the week? Y'all got work, school tomorrow. Really lower back. I didn't know that. Yeah, cause it's lower. This here is this here and this down here is the same length. Like these are the same length, but this is lower and back of my nape, and then this is on top of my head. So and it's like I guess the heat in the back of your head, and then you don't sleep. What they say? Like when you sleep, obviously this back of your head don't sleep against anything, so it grow. I don't know. There's a lot of dumb stuff that people say. Working, got a dope new job. I'm just chilling, smoking right now, drinking. Hope I have a dope week too, bro. Fire. That's dope, bro. I hope you have a good week too. What would happen if I shaved your head ball? You would have to go get. We gotta go get those gloves, and you gotta see me. You gotta see me, and and then we have to record it and make a video for YouTube. So that's why you have to get the gloves. You gotta see me. Michelle, occasionally, not really, no, no, no. I don't drink. I mean, I would say occasionally I would. I'm not against drinking. It's just like, what am I supposed to be drinking for? I'm not like I feel like if I'm gonna be drinking, I should be out or, you know, doing some type of celebration, some type of partying. So I don't know. I don't have like a reason to drink, so I don't drink. I never really thought about that. Facts. Yeah. Yeah, because I said something to my hairstylist about cutting my hair because I thought it was uneven, and it was like, no, you don't cut any hair in your first beginning lock stages, I guess, because it's just growing out. That's one. And she said it was the same length, and I was like, well, how? I was like, down here looks like I don't know, it looks like layers or something. So that's why I don't like when my hair is straight. I rather like twisted or curly dreads. And she was like, yeah, because down here is lower in your neck and top. Yeah, so it's the same, I guess. You're very sensible. I am. I'm very logical and sensible. I am. Those are two things I am. I like to try to get to the bottom of things. I'm a more solution oriented based person. I feel like we need more people like that. Like, why aren't people trying to figure out? Yeah, there's a problem. But every problem, almost every problem, has about 9 or 10 solutions to them. So, what's the solution? What are we gonna do? So, if you go through some of my comments, like on the talk of most of my viral videos too, I'd be like, okay, now what? So, like, what we about to do now? What? So, like, could somebody be telling me something or telling me a problem? Like, what is that? What does that got to do with anything? I hate people that come to me with problems, but and no solutions. But that's the boss mentality of me, and that's when I know my comic book's gonna be successful. My content on YouTube, TikTok, everything's gonna be successful, and I'm gonna be viral because that boss mentality. Because why aren't we figuring out solutions? You know, Paul, you want to be noticed so bad. If you want my attention, just say so. Paul, if you first of all, you can't rage bait a rage baiter. I'm a content creator. I rage bait for a living. You, Paul, you, you know who I'm talking to? Woman, woman. Sometimes you gotta give the trolls some attention. Hold on, I lost a light. See, that's why it's important to have multiple lights, because one might die. You never know. How y'all gotta come in my stream and tell me to shut up? Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. Oh, always standing in the back, try to talk. I keep my eye on you. Your word, really interesting, polite. Can't wait to see what else you do. Speak soon back. All right, appreciate you, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, y'all are me, Paul, because y'all want to wake up the beast. Y'all want me to troll y'all back, and I don't feel like trolling right now. But y'all funny. Y'all funny. No, you're not gonna get banned. You're not gonna get banned because I'll take your ass through there right now. And don't let me click your profile. What time is it in America? It's 3:51. I'm about to get off soon. Hey, I'm just passing through. No, hey, just smoking till I'm blue. Hey, that's a bar. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down. That's a track. You might gotta lay that down in the future. 3:51. Yeah, that's how dedicated I am. You have to be dedicated in life to anything you want to do, bro. Like, if I'm sitting here and say I want to be a big content creator and a big streamer, why would I not be giving y'all my undivided attention and time every single day? That's the name of the game of the grind. When everybody's sleeping, I'm out here grinding. I'm out here growing. You know how many subscribers I just grew today? You know how many followers I received on the TikTok today? You know what I mean? My other YouTube channel had grown. We grow every day over here. You feel me? So you have to grind every single day. People trust you and believe you when you show up. And if I don't show up for my own community, why would y'all show up for me? You feel me? And I'm the type of creator, like, I don't care. You don't need to stay here the whole time, but I want to be available. If you having a hard day, you having a tough time, you could pull up my stream, you could come talk to me, you could tell me about it, you could ask some advice, maybe you going some, breakup advice with your girlfriend, you know, or your boyfriend, somebody cheating on you, somebody stole your money, somebody beat you up, somebody spit in your face. I don't know. Hopefully the last one that never happens, but you got what I'm saying. Everybody needs a yapper in their life. And I am definitely a yapper. I feel like every writer should be a yapper. Should. I'm not sure if they are. Yes, I remember you. What's up? Yeah, I'm reading the comments. I'm reading the comments. That's the mentality. Exactly, Paul. Facts. But why these hours, man? Why do you start? Because I work all day and all night. I work three jobs and I'm actually working on publishing this book independently. So I drive like what's it called? Uber Eats? Yeah, I drive that after my real job shift. Just so I could fund my book. If Jesus were black, I would think he looked like you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here only for positivity. Ah, thank you. I always got positive vibes. I might tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie. I'm gonna hit that button, my boy. I appreciate you, gang. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm starting back going live every day. We're gonna do some daily streams. We're gonna do some IRL streams coming soon. We just gotta grind. We gotta grind, and by the time this book comes out, my goal is to sell 50,000 copies. So, we get out there and we give them away. We give them back to these kids and these communities, and I don't understand the other creator that y'all like and y'all follow. Thank you, Lil Man. I appreciate it. Uh oh, okay, I got you. But I don't understand the other creators y'all follow or y'all mods or y'all be in their pages, but I don't understand being millionaires and I don't see them give back enough. I'm sorry. I just saw Duke Dennis go to his community and give back. I did. So I'm gonna shout out to Duke, but I just don't understand what are you guys doing with all that money? I don't need all that money and time. I need to make sure my family's good, my friends is good, and y'all are good, of course. And then give some of that shit away. That's why I like Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast content because Mr. Beast is always giving money away. He's always trying to help people. And what is the point of being a content creator and influencer if you not really, I personally don't understand it, but y'all gotta explain to me why y'all follow those people and what are they giving back to the world. One thing to make content and entertain people, but what are you doing to for your own community? I feel like if every celebrity, right, and every content creator, with all the millions and billions of dollars they have, and every city did a giveaway of some form and shape, it would be amazing. It's if I don't care if you're giving out gift cards for grocery stores, back to school, like clothes and stuff like stores. I don't know if there's like Foot Lockers and Foot Actions. Um, just like, restaurants, just a bunch of stuff like that. Like just if every city did it, do you guys think we would be doing better? Right? When's the last thing Beyonce and Jay-Z did for Texas and Brooklyn, Louisiana, all these places they claim in songs? I'm never gonna be that creator. And I'm not taking nothing against any of those. God bless all those creators. They're doing something else with their money. They're rather the glitz, the glam, the $1 million house. But I just rather a comfortable little house with me and my family. I have my little stream room. I'll have my bedroom. I got my dog, you know, make sure my family is good and, make sure my content is fire, giving you guys the best content and then giving back throughout that content too. Like shit. That's crazy. You know how much days I be walking by and I feel bad I don't have a dollar to give a homeless person, or I seen while I was Uber eating, y'all, it hurt my heart and my feelings so bad. It was raining and I was at Zaxby's picking up some food and a mom was in the rain and she was running out with her daughter was like she's like, can we please use the bathroom in Zaxby's? And her daughter had no shoes on. I could have cried, y'all. Like, no lie, I could have cried. Like, I was like, this is the shit that be bothering me. Like, this little girl, has no shoes, and she's very fair in the skin. I don't know if she was like Caucasian or what. I don't know her race. I think she may be half white, half black, and the mom was definitely white. But it was just sad to me. Like, why doesn't she have shoes? Why is she running around like what like that? And she has to use the bathroom. She has they have nowhere to stay. Like, the homeless numbers in America is beyond me. It's beyond out of control. I don't understand why that's not a number one problem to fix in this country. People's lives and well-being. You would never go to the, and you guys want to bomb allegedly places like Dubai, and Iran and stuff, but they're not treating their homeless, their people like that. It's crazy. I hope your family is doing the best. Yeah, we're all striving, we're all pushing. I agree with you, Paul. Mr. Beast isn't the best example, but I just had to think of a quick creator off the top of my head. Mr. Beast is doing quite a questionable things anymore, so I guess I just want to be a creator like myself. I should say. That's all. I want to be a creator like myself. That's all. Because based on after my bill, and then the government comes after you when you have all that money. Why you don't want them to come after y'all? Man, I giving that shit away. I'm not. When I'm dead, I can't take all $79 billion. Are you stupid? It's the dumbest thing ever. I understand keeping a 1 or 2 million, 3 to 5, 10 even $1 million. But what do you need after $10 million in your account? For what? What you about to do? Are you opening a business? Are you opening a foundation? Are you trying to help the elderly, the children, the mothers, child trafficking? If you're not doing any of those, I don't want your shoes. I don't want your clothing line. I'm good. I shop off TikTok Shop. The Goodwill got nice stuff. I borrow stuff off my cousins. You feel me? I'm just saying, gang. Good evening. Big up New Zealand. How you doing? New Zealand in the building. I'm trying not to be in the full frame so you guys see my character. My book. Uh Fair enough. Do you do this as your full-time or part-time gig? This is my part-time gig, but I work as if it's my full-time job. So I treat it as such. Yeah, I treat my content. Not so I have this is my live page. I'm more go live here, but I have Cube of Lore is my main YouTube channel, and that's where I post my content. Then I have my TikTok page. Glow, thank you so much. Which is Cube Oxley. It's the same name as this page with 95,000. I think I just said 95,000 followers. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the follows. Because I think some creators forget y'all are not bigger than the program. Creators, y'all aren't. I'm sorry. Y'all are the program. The viewers, the followers, the supporters, y'all are the program. And as soon as creators start thinking about that, it'll make more sense in their head because they're making content for themselves when they should be making content for you guys, you know? Y'all are the program, and I keep on telling you, you're not bigger than the program. You're not bigger than, you're not bigger than the internet. You're not bigger than online. You're not bigger than the fans, you know? So it is what it is. Saint Laurent pass? Damn. What would your dream job be? This. My dream job would be a full-time creator and a writer. I would be 10 books in. That would be my dream. This is my exact dream. I would want to be rich, successful, and famous for positive reasons. That's all. That's my only dream. I don't want to be caught up in no bullshit, y'all. Excuse my language. I'm supposed to be stop cursing. I'm working on it. We're all work in progress, right? I'm going to start packing for my new job on a cruise ship. Ooh, that should be fun. Peace, Draco. Peace, Paulie Wally. That's gonna be a good time. With me, a lot of people on the cruise ship. What time is it? It's 4:03. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get off. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be back to our daily lives, back to our conversations. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I didn't go live today, but I'll be back on my Twitch stream tomorrow. So I'm going. It's 1:03. Oh yeah, it's definitely time to get off here because I need to wake up and get some work done. So keep up being a lookout for my comic book coming out soon, Ancestral Shadows, and all the great things I got coming for you guys soon. It's gonna be a good year. Trust me. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and don't let nobody tell you nothing about you. You feel me? All right.